The history of North America is rich with ancient civilizations that shaped the continent long before European explorers arrived. And among these cultures were the Mound Builders. And the Mound Builders stand out as one of the most intriguing because they spanned thousands of years ago, and their monumental earthworks were complex, and it alludes to a complex society. And mysterious decline of the mound builders continues to captivate historians, archaeologists, and YouTubers like myself. But who exactly were the mound builders, and what drove them to create such large-scale structures, and what did their societies exactly look like? In this video, I'm going to try and dive as deep as I can into the history of the mound builders, uncovering the different cultures that made them who they were, and also to explore their incredible achievements. So the term mound builder refers to a group of prehistoric indigenous American cultures that constructed earthen mounds, burial sites, and ceremonial platforms across the eastern United States and in what is now the Midwestern United States. These mounds were not just piles of dirt, they were carefully designed structures with deep spiritual and practical significance. But the mound builders were not a single unified civilization. Instead, they were a series of different cultures spread across thousands and thousands of years, each contributing to its own distinct features to the legacy of mound building. Some of the most well-known mound builder cultures include the Adena culture, the Hopewell culture, and the Mississippian culture. And each one of these cultures rose to prominence at different times and in different regions, but what they shared were certain key practices, most notably their construction of monumental earthworks. The story of the mound builders begins with the Adena culture, which emerged around 1000 BC in the Ohio River Valley. The Adena were one of the first groups to build large conical burial mounds, often with wooden structures atop of them. These mounds were used for the burial of supposedly important individuals, and archaeologists have found a variety of grave goods inside, such as tools, ornaments, and pottery, which suggests that the Adena culture had complex social structures and rich ceremonial traditions aimed at afterlife rituals. Though the Adena were primarily hunters and gatherers, they began to practice some forms of early agriculture, growing crops like maize, beans, and squash. Their ability to construct such massive earthworks without advanced tools is a testament to their ingenuity. The Adena mounds also served a spiritual purpose other than just burial. Many of them were aligned with celestial events like solstices, indicating that the Adena had a sophisticated understanding of astronomy. By 200 BC, the Adena culture had begun to decline mysteriously, but their mound building traditions would be passed on and expanded upon by the next great cultural wave in the region, which is designated the Hopewell culture. The Hopewell culture flourished from around 200 BC to roughly 500 AD, primarily in the same region as the Adena culture in the Ohio River Valley, but they also extended into areas of Illinois, Indiana, and Kentucky. The Hopewell people inherited the mound building tradition of the Adena, but took it to new heights, both literally and figuratively. While the Adena built conical mounds primarily for burial purposes, the Hopewell expanded their earthworks into more intricate geometric designs that included effigy mounds shaped like animals such as birds, snakes, and bears. These effigy mounds suggest that the Hopewell had a deeper spiritual connection to the animals and natural world around them, and probably had a more religious society. The Hopewell were also known for their great trade networks. Evidence suggests that they traded goods over vast distances, such as copper from the Great Lakes, shells from the Gulf Coast, and of course, obsidian from the Rocky Mountains. This ancient trade network helped spread cultural ideas as well as technologies across a wider area, making the Hopewell a crucial culture in the development of mound building traditions. Hopewell mounds often contains elaborate burial sites with an array of exotic items. Artifacts found in these mounds, such as finely crafted beads, mica, and copper, show the Hopewell's advanced craftsmanship and their wide-reaching trade relationships. Despite these cultural achievements, the Hopewell culture mysteriously, like the Adena, began to decline around 500 AD. While some theories point to environmental factors or internal strife, the exact reasons for their disappearance remain unknown. However, the legacy of the mound building tradition and the mound building practice lived on through the Mississippian culture. By around 800 AD, a new culture had emerged that would become the pinnacle of the mound builder tradition, and this was the Mississippian culture, spanning from the Mississippi River Valley to the southeastern United States. The Mississippians built some of the largest and most complex mound structures ever created in North America. At the heart of the Mississippian society would have been Cahokia. Cahokia was a massive urban center located near present-day St. Louis. At its peak around 1050 AD, Cahokia was home to as many as 20,000 people, making it one of the largest pre-Columbian settlements north of Mexico. The city was centered around a grand earthen mound known as Monk's Mound, which is still the largest pre-Columbian earthwork in North America. Mississippian society was very highly organized, with a sort of chiefdom-based system of governance. The chief, often believed to be a divine figure, more akin to a shaman, lived at the top of Monk's Mound and ruled over the city's inhabitants. The Mississippians also constructed large plazas, ceremonial platforms, and clusters of mounds, indicating a society that valued religious rituals and public gatherings. The Mississippians' culture was deeply entwined with agriculture. They grew maize as their staple crop and practiced sophisticated farming techniques. Their economy was based on both agriculture and trade, and they were skilled in pottery, shell working, and copper metallurgy. The Mississippians also had a pantheon of gods that were associated with the natural world, including the sun, the moon, the earth, and importantly, the maize. By around 1500 AD, Cahokia and many other Mississippian centers had mysteriously also declined, possibly due to a combination of environmental factors, resource depletion, and internal conflict. However, the mound builder tradition left a lasting impact on the cultural and spiritual practices of many modern indigenous American groups and tribes. Though the mound builders themselves disappeared centuries before European contact, their influence is absolutely still felt today. Like I said before, many modern indigenous American tribes, particularly in the Ohio River Valley and in the southeastern United States, claim ancestral ties to the mound builder cultures. The mounds themselves continue to be revered as sacred sites and are often the focus of ongoing archaeological research. Mound building traditions may have been faded, but the memory of these ancient peoples lives on through the cultural practices and the spiritual beliefs, as well as the architectural accomplishments that they left behind. Their achievements serve as a reminder of the complexity and the diversity of early civilizations here in North America. The mound builders were indeed a diverse group of peoples who left behind more than just mounds of earth. They did indeed create a cultural legacy that echoes through the ages, from their sophisticated burial rituals and their extensive trade networks to their advanced understanding of astronomy and agriculture. While much about their society remains shrouded in mystery, the monumental earthworks they built continue to stand as a testament to their ingenuity, their spiritual beliefs, and their cultural richness. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the past. If you enjoyed learning about the Mound Builders, I have plenty of videos related to them and topics akin to them. So make sure to like and comment and subscribe and share it with any friends that would enjoy content like this. Like I said, I do lots of deep dives into ancient cultures and stuff like that, especially here in North America. So until next time, I love you.